Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of GeoGuessr. First off, I'd like to apologize for not leaving the link down to the last challenge in the description box. I meant to, but I closed out of this window before I could grab the link, and then I just didn't have it available, so I apologize. But hopefully it's not too big of a deal. If it is, and if it is a problem for some people, I will really make sure I leave the link down there. But with that said, we are going to do the world map again, just because I'm not really ready to branch off into these kind of other maps like U.S. cities and whatnot. But the world map just works for the time being, so we're gonna go with this. We actually did better on the world map in the 8th episode than we did on the US map in the 9th episode, so take that for what it is, I guess. We're gonna do 4 minutes again. That's the URL if you want to copy that down in case I forget to put the link down in the description box again. I'll try and make sure that I have that available next time, so my apologies for that again, by the way. Alright, so we're in the middle of nowhere. Okay, this looks like it could be just about anywhere. So I'm gonna need some info sooner rather than later, preferably. Alright, he's passing this. The Google car is passing this truck. Don't know if it's a he or a she. Okay, that looks like Spanish to me. But in the 8th episode, when we did the world map for the first time, after coming back to the series, I mistook Portuguese for Spanish. Both times I was in Brazil. So I don't know whether or not that is Portuguese or Spanish, so I'm just gonna put us in Brazil for now, just to not necessarily play it on the safer side, but just to ensure that if it is in Brazil, I'm already there, and if it's not, I'm relatively close to the other countries it could be. So I guess we are playing it on the safer side. If I could get, like, a sign, though, that, you know, said, "This is what country you are in case you did not already know, that would be great. I mean, this kind of pegs me as South America, not necessarily Latin America, but could very well be wrong about that. Because again, this could be anywhere in the world, you know, like there's no doubt in my mind, or there was no doubt in my mind that when I first came into this map that it could literally be anywhere in the world. So just by how it looked. So who the fuck knows? I'll know in a minute and 40 seconds exactly where it was. This Google car is going real fast. It keeps passing all these cars. Can I get, like... Can't look at the license plate. I know that, but, like, I was hoping maybe there would be some information that I could pick up on. Or something. Shike. Really, there's nothing. Nothing at all. No indication as to where we are. Other than the fact that I passed a truck that had Spanish or Portuguese on it. Okay. That's fine. No problem. No problem. Ooh, we got some red trees going on. Oh, they looked red. They weren't red. Alright, we're not gonna get any sort of indication as to where we are. Not even a city name or anything. So, I kinda just gotta hope that this is Brazil and not, like, anywhere else. Venden. Yeah, that didn't help me. Nope, it's all the way up in Mexico, right on the border. I didn't mean to open that up. Right near the border. Fuck. Damn. Alright, well, that was a bad one. Bad one in terms of me being able to figure out where it was, and bad one in the sense that I got no indication as to where we were. Okay. Alright, this looks like, again, it could be anywhere in the world. So, cool. This is the kind of game we're playing today. I am getting a sort of US vibe from this. Don't know why. But it kind of does feel like the US. It also feels like it could be like Northern Europe or something. If I can get like that says stop right there. So we're in an English-speaking country. That much I know. We could be in the UK, we could be in the US, we could be in Australia, could be in Canada even, maybe. Certain parts of Canada. So we still kind of have to narrow it down here. Now if I know Americans very well, someone sooner or later will be waving a flag around in their like front lawn or something. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, you know, you can be very prideful of your country. I'm just saying, it seems like Americans more so have the tendency to do that than people from other countries. But hey, what do I know? I'm an uncultured American myself. Okay, that's interesting. This is interesting right here, because this reminds me of like European architecture. What does that say? I don't even know what that says. That pegs me as like European architecture, but that does not mean that we are in Europe. And I'm gonna have to like put us somewhere soon. Gymnasium. Are we in like Amish country or something? Not that, you know, Amish people just have gyms in the middle of nowhere or anything, but they for whatever reason, that's what I first thought of. Was like the Amish having a gym in the middle of nowhere. There aren't even any cars traveling on this road along with me or passing me by. You know, I need something, because nothing I have seen has helped me lean towards one country over the other, or one region over the other, you know? And I know there are like street signs and everything, but street signs mean nothing. You know, I already know this is an English-speaking country. You know, street signs won't help me. And that we did just pass a truck, but we're gonna keep going because I need something else other than that at this point. Alright, I don't know where we are. I have to make a guess. I gotta put us somewhere. I want to say UK. I really, really do. I'm gonna put us like northern UK, and hope and pray to God that this is where this is. No, wait, shit. I'm so stupid. They drive on the left side of the road in the UK. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. I was gonna put us in the middle of the US somewhere, in the Plains region, but it took me too long to realize that people in the UK drive on the left side of the road. That should have narrowed it down for me too, to just Canada and the US, I think. Right? Because I think in Australia they drive on the left side of the road too. If I'm not mistaken. Alright, this is like... This is somewhere in Africa, somewhere in South America. Somewhere. Really looks more like Africa to me, but... The fuck would I know? Obviously, since I have 598 points through the first 2 rounds. It's actually ridiculous. Granted, I have gotten 2 very terrible maps to start off with. And this place isn't looking any better than those 2. But, I mean, like, still very disappointing. Where the hell are we? This is like another place where I'm not going to get a single sign pointing me to anywhere we are. Like, I don't know. If this is Africa, where the fuck would I put it in Africa? You know, because this could be literally any country in Africa, if it's Africa. But it could also be South America, just because I don't know the difference between the 2 continents in terms of their flora and fauna. This really looks like Africa to me, though. I mean, the trees... These are the kind of trees that I think of when I think of Africa. Not South America. So I'm going to put us somewhere in Africa. I'm going to put us, like, right here. Right smack dab in the middle. And hopefully I come across some sort of sign or something that will tell me where we are. I can deviate. Fazenda Normasa. Aha! This is Spanish or Portuguese. So we're in South America, it looks like. This has got to be South America. This does not look like Latin America to me. Is that Portuguese, though? See, I don't know the difference between Portuguese and Spanish. They both look exactly the same to me. I gotta think here. I'm gonna put us in Brazil again, just to play it on the safer side. I swear to God, if this is somewhere in Latin America, I will lose my mind. Because this is not what I think of when I think of Latin America. Like, I do not picture in my mind this much flora. All around in Latin America, I picture much more desert-like terrain, which may not even be representative of what Latin America actually is like, but that's just the picture I have developed in my mind. So I don't know. I've got 10 seconds. I'm not going to find anything. Let's make the guess. And we were in Brazil. That was Portuguese, but we were on the other side of Brazil. It's the most points I've earned in a round so far, and we're in America. Thank you for giving me a sign as to what country we are for the first time since I started this game. Alright, this looks like it's in Appalachia. So like West Virginia or something. Because this does not look like the plains anywhere. It could also be out west somewhere too. That is very much so true. I don't know. I don't know which side of the country we're on, you know. And I don't believe that where I'm currently at is going to give me any indication as to where I am. Now, if I come across a downtown area here, like maybe I'll be able to figure it out, but right now I'm not seeing it. Now see, look at the hills and the mountains in the distance. You don't see that in Ohio. You don't see that in the Midwest. You see that in Appalachia, which extends from New York, I think even up to like Vermont and New Hampshire, all the way down to Tennessee, and the northern tip of Georgia. So, could be anywhere in that region. Now, this is much more hilly, which actually leads me to believe that we're a little further east or west of Appalachia, which means we could be in western Pennsylvania, we could be in western West Virginia, we could even be in Kentucky, we could be in Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland even. There are a few different states that we could be in. I'm not really sure. Washington County. Washington County, what a generic county name. Does not help me at all. I can't read that, but it says county chief or something, so. East Hartford. East Hartford. Hartford is up here in Connecticut. We're in Connecticut? This is not... I didn't expect Connecticut, but again, like, that very well could be. If there's an East Hartford around here. There we go, East Hartford. So what... We're in Washington County. What city are we in? What town are we in? I'm going to put us here. What town are we in? If I can just get a town name. I'm not going to get a town name. Especially with this blurry ass camera. I can't even zoom in on that. Shit. Alright, well. Right here. Damn it. We weren't even in Connecticut, actually. We were in New York. We were in New York. Oh, there's another town called Hartford in New York. God damn it. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta name your town after Connecticut's Hartford? Like, that's just not okay. They're so close, too. Alright, that one was 3 stars, because I was able to figure it out a little bit. I'm very lucky that, like, they were close together. If that turned out to be another Hartford in some other fucking state on the other side of the country, I would have lost my mind. Now, we're driving on the left side of the road. Right? Either that or this is a one-way street and it's a 2-lane road, but I don't think that that is the case. If I can look at the Google Cars shadow, maybe. Nope, I can't. Alright, cool. This looks like South America, maybe Africa, again. We're driving this way, okay. Alright, so we're driving on the right side of the road then. I need signs though. I absolutely need some signs. Just, you know, give me something. Got an American flag on a truck. But Quito, Ecuador. Are we in Ecuador? If we're in Ecuador, then why do you have an American flag with the Statue of Liberty painted on the side of your truck, or on the side of your truck? Not that I have a problem with it. You know, you can like whatever country you like. It's just like, why? Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So I'm gonna put us like right here. So I think we're in Ecuador, but we could very well either not be in there and that truck came all the way from Ecuador to wherever we're at, or we are in Ecuador. Now if I can see it, if I can look at another truck and see where they're from, if they're from Ecuador, then like that solidifies it, but I gotta see. Luckily there are a lot of trucks around here for me to look at. Cuidad de Tosagur S.A. Why did I say it like that? Said it like a moron. Damn. No indication. No indication. Okay, yeah, we're in Ecuador. That one says Malaysia, though. Is there a Malaysia in Ecuador? Probably. Either that or that's like the name of the company or something. Malaysia. Malaysia. Where the fuck you at, Malaysia? Are you a real small town or are you a company name? Yeah, you gotta tell me. I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna keep us where we are. Where I put us in a reserve. So we're gonna move us over here. Out of that reserve. Alright, whoa, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. There was a sign. Back up, back up, back up! No! There's a sign for a doctor. Alright. We were pretty close. We got 4703 on that. Was there a... What was it? A Melita? Something. That must have been the name of the company or something. Because I don't know where the fuck that is. But we were close. So in these last two rounds, we did real well. Like the first two rounds were abysmal. Then the third round was average, I would say. It's just like I have to use my brain sometimes when I'm looking at these, and why was it like this? Why was this moved over here? Should be moved back. I gotta use my brain sometimes when I'm playing this game. Like this UK guess that I had, we were driving on the right side of the road. I should have known that. I should have realized that earlier and been like, okay, that narrows it down. We're not in the UK, we're not in South Africa, we're not in Australia. We may be in Canada, or we may be in the US. And more likely than not, we're in the US. Should have known that. Should have made that realization much sooner. But I never really thought about it because I was too worried about looking for street signs, you know? That's why you got to use your context clues in this game. Real mad at myself for that guess. That Brazil guess that I had, it turns out it was up in Mexico. There was nothing I could do about that. Like, I can't recognize the difference between Portuguese and Spanish, so I just assumed it was Portuguese to play it safer, and it turned out to be in Mexico. But other than that, I was like given no indication as to where I was, so I really do not blame myself a whole lot for that, unless I missed something that maybe other people saw. I don't know. With that said, though, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comment section below. Like it, share it with your friends, and let me know you want to see more of any game series I do here on the channel. The link down to the game is in the description box down below if you want to pick it up for yourself. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content and play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll talk to you later.